Overboard humor. Let's talk about him. So, what's going on with the guy? He recently did a prank video. And I gotta be honest, my dude's lost his touch. Badly. He did a prank called, I think, what's up, bro? What's going on, bro? Whatever. And I gotta tell you, it was just, first of all, the video was it was really short. It was almost like, what was even the point of doing it? And when he did it, it was so fucking awkward. It was just like, it's just one of those things you gotta watch. It's on Overboard Humor 2. Yeah, I just thought that was really awkward. But news I'm gonna sit there and talk about is one, he actually reached out to me. He actually commented on one of my videos, Overboard Humor Updates. He writes, "Damn, bro, you making me look bad. My updated videos is gonna be at least film landscape." I just give it a minute to let it sink in for a minute. So apparently he thinks I'm making him look bad. And my simple reply was, bro, you making yourself look bad. And that's the truth of the fucking matter. He's been making himself look bad for quite a while. And again, here's the thing. If Overboard Humor and his fans or whatever is watching this, I'm not doing this to try to kick this guy while he's down. I'm not. I'm actually one of his fans. A long-time fan. I remember I used to sit there and watch his videos like on my break and shit like that. Like, just like his prank videos. Funny as fucking shit. Like I said, I'm a fucking fan of his. But I'm gonna be honest, B. Like, even as a fan, like if I see you doing some shady shit or whatever, I'm gonna call you out on it. If I feel like you're just fucking up, I'm gonna call you out on it. Period. Fan or no fan. And, you know, I feel like this guy's life has been a train wreck for a while. Like, throughout most of his life. And I'm not sitting there trying to say that this guy is like shitty or anything like that, but the fact of the matter is, he comes out of his mouth and sitting there saying that I'm making him look bad. And that's like sitting there saying, oh, well, like you're just throwing responsibility on somebody else. Like the choices that you made led you there, but instead of you sitting there owning up to it, you want to sit there and try to say that I'm making you look bad. And that was the thing that, like, when I woke up or whatever, after I had breakfast, I was sitting there, like, thinking, like, and that shit kind of blew me a little bit, like, I'm making you look bad? Are you serious? Like, okay. I just, and then, you know, the thing that really bothers me is that, just coming from a content creator's point of view, he takes advantage of his fans. You know, he asked them for donations and shit like that so he can go, you know, even before the whole thing locked down and even probably now, you know, he goes to these expensive ass fucking fast food places instead of, like, you know, getting stuff like a little bit cheaper and shit. And I just feel like that's just how this guy is. Like, he'd rather mooch off his fucking fans than to actually try to get a fucking job. Now, yeah, okay, I understand that he was doing Uber Eats or DoorDash or one of those things. Excuse me. And, you know, you said his bike got stolen. And that sucks. That sucks ass. But, you know what I'm saying? Being in this position, like, you gotta fucking hustle. You can't let shit like that stop you from fucking trying to, like, get back on your feet. And honestly, to tell you the truth, that's what I said to him. I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I just want you to get back on your feet. You know, I said that in one of his during his live streams, and he was all like, what are you talking about? I'm on my feet. I'm like, okay, dude, you know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Don't sit there and don't try to play fucking cute, because to be honest, you're not in the fucking position to be playing cute or anything. And to be honest, again, I feel like he would rather mooch with his fans than to actually try to apply himself and get a job. And here's the thing. I understand it's a pandemic and people are losing their jobs left and right. things of that nature, but there are some places that are hiring. It may not pay well, and it may be grueling hours like he was Nick there saying, but you know what? Something's better than nothing. You know, sometimes you just gotta sit there and take what you can get until you can do better. And, you know, he's been doing this shit for a while. You know, when I look at one of his other videos, he was there talking about how he stayed with another fan before. And I was like, well, now I'm actually curious to see what happened with that thing, because judging by him staying with a fan this time, it seems like he did the exact same thing to this guy that he did to the other guy. Just take advantage of him, not really bother to like help out or anything like that. I mean, again, I don't know. You know what? Let me get his name right, because I kept fucking up his name last time badly, and I apologize for that. I could have just took 2 seconds and like Snow Panther. Check out his page, because he has a video of I think it's called Overboardhumor versus Jay. And in the video, he pretty much sits there and talks about, you know, the fact that, you know, Overboardhumor is not really helping out around the house. And, you know, he wants to start paying rent and stuff like that. And he's like, listen, you know, it's cool you staying over here for a little bit. You're a fun guy. But, like, you know, we're going to need more from you pretty much. And here's the thing. I feel like he was there really trying to play this guy like a fool. Because in the videos, there's a couple of videos. There's one video where he's just like lying on the couch. I guess he must be sleeping or whatever, with a bear on the table and him just live streaming for a good hour and something minutes. Now, if I'm having somebody stay at my place, and I'm like, yo, is he working? What's he trying to do? Is he trying to get back on his feet? And I look at my phone and I see this guy just like lying on the fucking couch, like sleeping and shit in the middle of the afternoon, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna be pissed because I'm like, yo, listen, you are taking advantage of me. You're taking advantage of my generosity. And you're not even bothering to sit there and try to like help out or anything like that. Like the guy was like, yo, listen, you don't do dishes, you don't really do this, you don't do that. That's not something that you should have to be told to do. Especially if he knows your situation, he knows that you're not really bringing a lot of money and shit like that. You could have been helping doing something, you know. And the guy got so fucking pissed off. He was like, yo, listen, I should be making you scrub the toilets with your fucking toothbrush pretty much. You know, that's how fucking pissed off he was. Now, granted, you know, when I watched the video, there was a couple of things that felt like, I wouldn't sit there and say he said like that was out of line, but I felt like he said it because he knew that Overboardhumor was homeless and he couldn't really do or say anything about it. But I felt like if Garrett would actually did his part, helped out where he could, talk to the guy, I mean, for the most part, this guy seemed like he's pretty reasonable. And I felt like that situation would have played out a lot better if you would have been like, listen, I'm trying to work, whatever, I'm trying to find a job, and I help her on the house, let me know how much, you know, I have to pay for rent or whatever, and I'll see what I can do. Or something, you know? People would have been much more on his side if you would have actually sat there and talked to him like a human being. But instead, he wants to sit there and, if you watch the video, he wants to sit there and roll his eyes and, like, not really say too much or anything like that, get super fucking defensive. The thing that, you know, again, he's a grown-ass fucking man, and yet he's acting like a fucking teenager. In the video that he has with the cops and shit, you know, the officer sitting there saying, listen, show me ID, tell me your names, that way I can get out of here, and you can go on about your business. And Garrett's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't feel like being interrogated. I didn't do anything wrong, blah, 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 blah. Listen, you come in their place of business, looking disheveled, no fucking shirt on. You have a fucking bottle that's just, like, out in the fucking open. I mean, you know, the officer was like, you know, somebody called, and it most likely was probably the fucking owner. Because she just didn't feel like dealing with him. You know, it's certain things that you just don't fucking do. And he just has this nonchalant, I don't give a shit kind of attitude, and this is why he's in the position that he's in. So when he comes out his mouth, and he says, I'm making him look bad. It's like, what do you even say to that? Like, I sat there and I read that comment like 4 times, and I was like, you know what? Before I go off on him, say something really dickish. Let me just sit there and think. And I was like, you know what, bro, I just want you to fucking do better, you know, and just stop taking advantage of your fucking fans, you know. I feel like he's not. I mean, granted, from what I see, I feel like he's not really trying to do anything with himself. I feel like he just is rather more simpler for him to sit there and ask for donations, live off the land, stream, get his little check from YouTube, and that's it. You know, somebody was sitting there saying, like, I was reading in the comment section, somebody was sitting there saying, like, yo, this seems like a giant ass fucking prank or social experiment. You know, and, you know, I gotta sit there and question this guy's fucking integrity. Because I feel like he's not really doing anything for himself, and he does actually have a fucking child. And here's the thing, I don't really sit there and try to bring up, like, his family members or anything like that too much, but, you know, when you put yourself out there, you put your work out there, it's, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, with that being said, I question this guy's integrity. I mean, for all I know, how do we know that this guy, is even really fucking homeless? You know, that he's not staying somewhere and just collecting this little bit of money and just kind of just like, oh, I'm homeless, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I mean, I don't fucking know. I'm going to assume that this guy is homeless, but you know what? Again, I always sit there and question this guy's integrity. And to be honest, here's the thing. If he is homeless, I'm not... Because I was really sitting there debating, should I just start telling people just stop donating to this guy? You know, let him fucking sit there and help himself. I mean, he's been getting help for a while and he hasn't been doing anything with it. You know, he's been homeless for a while. He's been getting donations. He's been getting places to stay for free and he's not been doing anything with it. The only thing he's been doing is taking advantage of people. And I gotta be honest, this shit needs to stop. You know, and I don't want to sit there and say this like, you know, this is some sort of war, me versus him or anything like that. But again, I'm a fucking fan of his. I'm a sub of his. And I don't like what he's doing with his fucking subs. You know, asking for money and shit like that. He's not really trying to apply himself to do anything. It's like, he just wants a fucking free ride. And, you know, where his fucking wallet? Like, where does this shit fucking end? So yeah, I mean, I gotta sit there and say, yo, listen, if you've been giving money to this guy, let this guy fend for himself, you know? I mean, call it fucking tough love, call it whatever you want to call it. Let this guy start to fend for himself. Because he's been taking advantage of people for a while. And by giving him, here's the thing. By giving him money, you're pretty much saying that it's okay for him to continue doing what he's doing. And it's not. It's really fucking not. And once again, I'm going to reiterate. For, in case you're listening, Garrett or Overboardhumor or Overboardhumor, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. I'm not doing this to kick you while you're down. I'm not. But to be honest, the people in your life, your fans and stuff like that, they've been helping you out for a while. They've been helping you, supporting you by giving you money for donations, by giving you views, so that way YouTube can probably pay you something. And, you know, at some point, it's like, all you're doing is taking advantage of your fucking fans. Oh, I'm going to be doing something that's going to be featured length. Like, why don't you do something to get yourself a job? Why don't you start small? You know, because whatever choices, you know, with that way of thinking has led you here. You know, it's led you to you doing these fucking streams of where you're just like, you know, staring into fucking space and shit. You know, a lot of people sitting there saying like, you're a fucking drug addict. Now, I don't know how fucking true that is. And I'm not going to sit there and really kind of, I mean, to some extent, it's a sad situation, so I can't, it's hard for me to sit there and blame you for, you know, if you decide to drink or smoke weed or whatever you're doing, but, like, just keep something in mind, you know, it's not about you anymore, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to really sit there and get into it, but it's not about you anymore, so stop taking advantage of your fans. And for the people that are sub to him, that are giving him donations, fucking stop. Stop giving him fucking money. Stop giving him donations. Let this guy actually try to get himself off the fucking ground. because he's been taking donations for a while. He's been living with people for a while, and he's just been taking advantage of them. And at some point, it's like, yo, listen, if you don't give him tough love and you keep giving him money, he's just going to keep doing the same shit over and over again. And he's just going to sit there and expect, hey, listen, as long as they keep giving me money, as long as the money keeps rolling on in, I'm going to keep hanging on out and just chilling. And, you know, no, stop. Stop giving this fucking guy money. Because when you give him money, you basically sit there and say it's okay for him to do what he's doing. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I will keep people posted on anything that this guy does moving forward. And when I say, here's the thing, when I say that, when I sit there and say to stop giving him money, you got to sit there and just keep something in mind. This is not something that I was just like, oh, well, I just didn't care. You know, I'm just being heartless. I'm not, here's the thing, I don't do this for fucking clouds. I don't do this for fucking views. I'm do this because I'm a fan of his. And I actually want him to do better. But I need him to start helping out himself. And that's just what it really comes down to. So, Snow Panther, if you got any more videos, anything, any updates or anything like that, please share it. Please hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what this guy is doing, what he's up to. Because, you know, again, as a content creator, I feel like he's taking advantage of his fans. And the more the word gets out, the more people can start, you know, kind of seeing him for who he is. I'm not saying he's a bad dude, but you're not a good one exactly out there. You're not exactly good out there. So, anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Sorry it's so long-winded, but it's some shit that I really had to get out there. I really had to get out there. And like, again, at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Be safe, marry, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next video.